Hey, what's up, guys? So we are going to go over my, top 10 most anticipated 4Ks of 2023. Really, these are just, I know some movies are rumored, some movies are supposed to come out in 4K in 2023. We probably will still get more movies released and rumored, at least to come out in 2023, but who knows? Movies get pushed, so I made a list of just kind of, my movies that I'm pretty excited for. Again, like I said, movies might come out later or, they might get released that we had no idea about. But at least for right now, this is my top 10. They're not in any particular order. They're more or less just the 10 movies, I'm really excited to get in 4K. And a lot of these I've just been waiting for. Hopefully some of these will turn into sequels and, trilogies. So let's get into my top 10 anticipated 4Ks to come out in 2023. So the first movie I'm going to talk about is Rain Man. So Tom Cruise's character basically thinks he's going to get a huge inheritance. Dustin Hoffman's character actually ends up getting it. And then they basically realize he has a brother that he had no idea about. He, quote unquote, kidnaps him and he wants to get the money out of him. But then, of course they decide that brothers over money, why not just go to a casino and run the numbers and get money that way? Why not? Either way, this movie is really great. I believe it has 4 Academy Awards. All the Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman, early movies are extremely good. So I'm really excited to get this on 4K. It's definitely going to look good. Alright, the next movie on my list technically already does have a 4K release already. It's going to be Air Force One. But this does have an upgrade for the video quality, which I'm extremely excited about. Plus, why would you not want to see Harrison Ford being the president, telling Gary Oldman to get off his plane? This movie is just top-notch action. I love it, especially if we're getting Dolby Vision HDR, HDR10. I'm really excited to see how this looks. I know the 4K that we used to have, I do own it somewhere back here, but I don't know, I love this movie. I'm excited to see how it looks with the new upgrade. Either way, that's on my list. Next up on my list is going to be The Exorcist 3, coming out from Scream Factory. It's going to be released March 28th, so I'm excited for it. Basically, it's coming around right around my birthday, so, maybe it's a birthday present for me. I don't know. I don't think Scream Factory really cared about that at all when they wanted to release this movie. But either way, I'm really excited for it. I really think this is just an underrated horror movie. Everybody sees the first one and just thinks it's, a huge classic, which it is. The second one, not so much. The Heretic isn't really that good of a movie by any means. But the third one is just underrated. I feel like everybody saw that second one and thought, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do any more. Plus, you have The Exorcist and Exorcism, and every single movie I feel like is The Exorcist or exorcism of somebody or something. So I know it gets played a lot, but either way, you're definitely going to want to pick this movie up. It's good regardless, but it's going to look awesome on 4K. Next up, I feel like we all knew it was going to be on here, but it is Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're not getting Rocky 5. I know there was kind of some issues with the release and who owns it and stuff like that. So either way, I know there are steelbooks that are going to be coming out for 1 through 4. I'm probably just going to opt into getting the actual book of the 4Ks. I like steelbooks, but it's either spending $30 each on each steelbook, which is going to cost you $120 plus whatever taxes in your state, or you can get the actual box or book set or box set or whatever you want to call it. It's going to run you a lot less. I believe it's like $60 or $70 or so. But this is coming out February 28th. I do know February 28th is definitely packed with releases. So that week, either your wallet's going to hurt or you're going to kind of have to pick on which movie and which movies, I guess, you're going to want to pick up and which ones you kind of want to wait on. Either way, I know I'm excited for them. Obviously, we're getting all 4, not 5, but either way, I'll take any of these movies in 4K. I'm excited to see what they look like in 4K because I just love the Rocky movies overall. Plus, we are getting, I believe, Rocky versus Drago, which is Stallone's cut of the 4th movie. So I don't think I've ever seen that cut of the movie, or if I have, it's been a long time. So either way, really excited for Rocky 1 through 4. I'm definitely picking up the box set. Alright, next on my list, another movie that's coming out February 28th. So again, your wallets will be hurting. But it's going to be Training Day on 4K. This movie is just a classic. Ethan Hawke, Denzel Washington. There's so many good actors in this movie. It's such a good, like, just deep, rich plot. I mean, the script is amazing to this movie. One thing I did not know, David Ayer actually wrote this movie, but Antoine Fuqua, who directed it, I mean, he's done countless amazing movies. So either way, I'm excited to see this on 4K. I'm excited to see Denzel Washington tell everybody that King Kong ain't got shit on him in 4K. I don't know, just overall, the story is just great. Definitely pick it up. We'll see where I'm at. It probably is going to be a day one pickup for me. I know they have a steelbook and the regular release too, but the steelbook just seems pricey. Who knows? Maybe it'll drop a couple bucks and probably be a better option to pick that one up. Alright, so another one that I'm really excited about is Wanted on 4K. James McAvoy, Angelina Jolie, Morgan Freeman, a young Chris Pratt that actually gets smacked in the face by a keyboard. I mean, if that doesn't make you excited to watch this movie, then I don't know what's going to make you excited. Either way, Shout Factory is bringing it out. Again, with The Exorcist 3, this is going to be coming out on March 28th. So either way, this was one movie that I feel like fell under the radar. Not a lot of people were into it when it came out in theaters. And then basically, I feel like it just dropped off. It was an awesome movie. It's a great concept. You know, people curving bullets. There's, you know, assassins. There's people on one side that you think are good, but they're not. These people are good, but they're not. So it's a good overall movie. Yes, there's a little bit of cheese in there, but it's just an entertaining movie. And to see it on 4K, who knows? Maybe we'll just see the actual bullets and see how detailed they are, whizzing around pieces of meat and stuff like that. So either way, that's a movie I'm extremely excited about. Alright, next movie that I'm really excited to come out on 4K is going to be Cool Hand Luke. I believe this is coming out April 4th of this year. This is one movie that I like old movies that come to 4K. Yes, you know, you can get the brand new movies that are digitally shot, put them on 4K. Who knows, maybe there's just a 4K upscale. Either way, they're usually going to look good because they're digitally shot. What I like when it comes out on 4K is the older movies. I mean, you got Paul Newman going to basically a kind of prison camp, and, you know, escape is futile is, you know, the whole tagline of this movie. So I'm excited to see how this looks. I've only watched this movie once, and it was a long time ago. It's probably, you know, 20, 25 years ago. But either way, I'm excited to see. I just love old movies. I love to see how they look in 4K. And I just love old movies being brought back to life for a younger generation that may not have any idea who Paul Newman is or any of these movies. You know, James Dean, wink, maybe coming up in the list. Alright, next one up, you might not know too much about. You might have no idea what this movie even is. But it is Martin. It's going to come from Second Sight. I have a couple Second Sight releases up there already. They do an amazing job with their releases. You can go to a couple of videos that I have, just kind of doing reviews of some of their releases. I love them. They're a great company. And I already do have this pre-ordered. I'm not sure if it's sold out already. They did have it that it was supposed to come out late February, but now I believe it got pushed back to either March or maybe April as well, just because there were a couple hiccups here and there, so they wanted to make sure that they get the correct product out and there's no flaws in their product whatsoever. Either way, the movie is basically about a guy who thinks he's a vampire, who might not be a vampire, and is just kind of addicted to blood. So either way, George Romero, I've never actually seen this movie all the way through. I've just seen clips, so I'm excited to dive into it and see another Romero movie, because any Romero movie that I can watch, I want to watch. Alright, so I have 2 left on this list of 10. I believe it's 10. It should be 10 if I can count correctly. But either way, before getting to the last 2, these are the 2 basically that I'm hoping turn into, you know, extra sequels being made, which it looks like one is just going to be flat out all of the movies. So either way, before I get into these last two, if you could like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment down in the section below, just letting me know, are you excited for anything on my list? Are there 4Ks that I missed or maybe that I didn't talk about at all that you're excited about? Because believe me, any 4K that comes out, I'm excited for, but these are the main ones that I can't wait to watch. Alright, with that being said, we're going to get into the last two that I'm extremely excited for the year of 2023. The first one is going to be Jaws 2. So, we have a rumor and a release-ish date, a tentative release date. Should be June, is at least what I was reading. But, again, who knows? It might get pushed back. Who knows? Maybe it might go to 2024. Either way, it's Jaws. Jaws, the first movie, looked beautiful on 4K. It's a classic Steven Spielberg movie, just a horror. I mean, the score alone is just amazing. It just brings, builds terror. It kind of just sets you on edge. So Jaws 2, I'm extremely excited for. Obviously, it doesn't, it's not as good as Jaws 1 or just Jaws. But either way, Jaws 2 is really a solid movie. It's very enjoyable. What I'm really hoping for, and even though maybe it's a guilty pleasure, but Jaws 3 and then Jaws 4. Jaws 3, when they went, and I believe it was SeaWorld, is what I'm remembering. And, Jaws caused havoc in there. So that movie I just absolutely just loved as a kid. I just thought it was great. It didn't scare me whatsoever. And then Jaws 4, which it's so bad it's good, I guess. Basically, it was Michael Caine taking a paycheck. So, the sharks follow people, and they can sense where they're at, and I don't know. Jaws 4 is a whole different book, but either way, Jaws 2 is supposed to be coming out in 2023. I'm extremely excited for. Let's get Jaws 3, even Jaws 4. Let's get crazy. Let's get them all in 4K. Why not? Last but not least is going to be the Superman collection. Yes, you heard it. We already do have the original Superman on 4K, but this is going to be a box set of all 5 movies. I believe it should be coming out April 18th of this year. HDR10, the native 4K scans. I'm excited for this. I love these movies. Again, the further they get down, the more comic booky-esque. They really ham it up. And I believe that's the 4th one. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's the 4th one that just is bad. I think it's like the quest for, I can't remember, honestly. It's been a long time since I've watched that movie. But, you got Richard Pryor in some of these movies. It's the original Superman. How can you go wrong with that? Especially on 4K. So either way, I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too. Let me know down in the comment section below. Again, what do you think? Are you excited for any of these? Again, physical media. As long as they keep putting out physical media, I'm excited for it. So either way, we'll see you guys in another video.